Good day, and welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we joined together in refusing to go gently into the night of denying the reality of addiction, in particular, the incredible and undeniable cost to our personal lives owing to addiction. Just take a moment to recall that this is really very close to our working definition of addiction, which is basically anything that I'm not able to stop that is hurting me, oftentimes in the long run. And in the spirit of this ultra simple definition of addiction, we named three ways that addiction hurts us: by fouling up our physical health, by fouling up our relationships, and by fouling up our ability to contribute, whether that be in work or school or parenting. It's a huge price to pay. You know, you'd think with such a steep cost that most of us would want and in fact be able to steer clear of addiction, right? Well, I promised you I'd be talking about the pervasiveness of addiction just yesterday, and I want to talk about some statistics regarding the prevalence of addiction, how widespread it is. And I think you'll be surprised. For starters, 1 out of 4 Americans over the age of 12 are currently clinically addicted to substance. 1 out of 4. Sometimes when I ask groups that I speak to what their estimate is, they'll estimate higher than that. And they go, oh, it's only 1 out of 4. That's 80 million Americans. That's a lot of people that are clinically addicted to substance. And just for shorthand, what I call substance, I'm referring to alcohol, nicotine, and all the other mood-altering substances, except for one. Any guess what that one is that we're not including in the statistics, the 1 out of 4 statistic? If you came up with caffeine, you're absolutely right. It turns out that 85% of Americans currently drink at least one caffeinated beverage every day. Why is that, you might ask? Well, because it is mood altering as well as cognitively and physically alerting. In fact, the only reason that we don't include caffeine in the statistic I just mentioned, the 25% statistic, 1 out of 4, is that if we included the 85% that currently drink caffeine every day, some portion of which are physically, if not psychologically, reliant on caffeine, if we were to include that 85%, it would render any statistic about all the other substance addictions basically meaningless. And so for right now, we're just going to stick with 1 out of 4, and we'll leave caffeine to another conversation. But let me ask you a question. Might you be in that 1 out of 4 that are addicted to substance? Think about it this way. If you use a substance that takes a toll on your health, your relationships, or your work, and you cannot stop using that substance, despite the fact that it's having negative consequences on those 3 domains of your life, then guess what? You're in that 1 out of 4. I don't believe there's shame in that, and we're going to be working hard on unshaming that fact, but at least let's start by being honest with ourselves. And in case you're not in that 1 out of 4, can you name someone close to you who is? Come back tomorrow as we continue to look at how widespread addiction is in our society. And part of our goal here is, even though it's widespread, is we're wanting to bring it out of the shadows because it's something we don't talk about. I want to thank you for joining me. Please stay healthy and be well, and come back and join me again soon.